Hey y'all, it's Melissa at MessyMissy Creates. I was trying to get some journaling done, and I was printing all the things and doing all the things, trying to play catch up. And because we went on a short little vacay right after Thanksgiving dinner. So we just left for a couple days and then came right back. Anyway, I was trying to figure out where to start because I just thought I'd start with Thanksgiving. Because I think it deserves its own, it's probably going to take its own video. And I have a lot of stuff. This is a printable. I want to show you this. I don't know if I'm going to use any of it. I would like to, but I don't know if I'm going to have room. This is from the Scrappy Wife, at Scrappy Wife blog. Wait, at Scrappy Wife blog. I think that's her Instagram. I don't know. Anyway, she's on YouTube, The Scrappy Wife, and I'll link her below. Anyway, this is, she has a Patreon, but she has a free Patreon too. And this was her Thanksgiving printables. And I just thought it was neat. It's got everything. Turkey, ham, pies, potatoes, green beans, even sweet potato casserole, pumpkin, pecan pie, rolls, everything. So, I would like to use some of that. I was trying to sit here and cut up everything, and I'm like, just turn on the video. Because I got frustrated, because look at all these cute pictures. Look at Cutie Patootie. Yeah, look at her. This was, in my mind, I printed them just like that, so that I could line the page, edge of the page, and make a little flip with it. Well, guess what? I should have turned it this way, and it would have fit. But I didn't, so now it doesn't fit. And so I'm trying to regroup. But this was us, family picture. And I had a brother missing. I have another brother that lives like in Maine, so he wasn't here, obviously. But one brother in town that was missing. But this is, I think, all, if not most of my in-town family. Other than my mother-in-law, she was staying with my husband's brother. And then this was the two of us. We did individual picture or family pictures. And then this was my turkey, my 27-pound Tom. Yeah, I was so afraid he was going to either undercook or overcook, but he was perfect. So, anyway, but this was Little Bit, and Michael, my husband, and her, Mimi, were letting her play with the balls and ornaments on the Christmas tree. Yes, they were. So, anyway. Okay, enough talk. Talk turkey to me. That came in junk mail. Let's eat. That was part of a cut apart of this paper pack. And I think what I'm going to do, because I have so much to put on here, because November only has 30 days, I'm going to bump everything back a day. So Friday, I'm going to skip this day, and we're going to give ourselves 2 pages for Thanksgiving. And because I really don't have anything interesting to put on these days. And so, anyway, that will be the 30th. Otherwise, that would have just been a blank page. So I figured I might as well, seeing as how my picture idea didn't work out. And I have so many pictures. Well, and I also printed them large, thinking that they were going to fit. Well, I already told you that. Anyway, can't find my clips to hold down my papers. I'm just on a roll. So anyway, it went really well. I had a lot of help. My sisters, a couple of my sisters were here, and they both helped. One came the night before with my niece, and I'm going to see if I want a little bit of a border. I'm going to leave a little bit of a border on her. Still aggravates me that I did that. I thought I had that worked out just right, too. And I did not. So, but it's a cute little strip, and it would have been a cute little tuck. But maybe I can fold one of them up, or I can still do something. There's another picture. This was after dinner, okay? They came late because they had to go to her daddy's parents' house. And then, so they had already eaten dinner. Her little sweater, if you can see it, it says homemade rolls. It was a little cable knit sweater, and it says homemade rolls. Oh my goodness, it was so cute. She had on these little leggings, and she just was precious. So, Let me cut this one. I don't think I'm going to leave a border on it because it's big. I printed it big so it'd be a pocket. Maybe. So I'm going to try not to leave a border on it if my cutting is accurate. If I cut a little bit, I don't know why everybody wants to take pictures in front of our ugly fence, but they do. It needs to be replaced. It's old and it's leaning. I don't know if you can see that in the picture. We had a windstorm a few weeks back and it leaned this section of the fence over. And so there's not money in the budget for a new fence right now. So anyway, I was thinking at first I was thinking I'd put this here. But what I might do is put it so that there's something here. Does that make sense? Because this one already has like turkeys on it and stuff like that. So I thought I would make this. It's a very deep pocket, but it was no way to really shrink it. He did a good job. He's the tallest one. So he got voted to do the selfie. And he did a really good job on it. Of course, I could cut. That may be what I do. I could cut off this section. Somebody parked actually in the grass. Why did they park in the grass? I could cut it right here, and that would make it a little bit better tuck. But I wanted to see, yeah, because it's going to be a really deep pocket. And okay, let me whack that section off. I almost did that before I printed it. You know, edited it down. And I said, well, just in case I use it as a pocket. There we go. We don't need the car in the picture anyway. So, I think that will be better. And so, we'll have family front and center. And I'm glad we've been doing that in the last few years. Going out and doing the family picture. I think one year they did it after we left or something. We missed being in the family picture. So, and we did. I don't think we got one last year because it was at my brother's house and he booted us all out early. He had somewhere to go and didn't tell us. So I'm like, dude, you should have just told us. Okay, so I have things like this. My little November printable notepads that are in my Etsy shop. Of course, you're not going to probably want them now unless you haven't finished your November journal because November's almost over. But, and this may not go on here. It could go on the next page, you know, like on the side. It doesn't matter. If it doesn't make the page, that's fine. I just thought it was cute. It was in the junk mail. So, you know, we got to save everything. So, I could put this. I have this blue. I have this green, this kind of emerald green colored tag that would match pretty well. It looks better on this side than it does this side for some reason. It's already cut down to tag size. And I think, oh, am I ready to commit to that? I don't know. But I know that's got to stay open. Well, I think. Okay, so let me finish cutting these pictures out so we can figure out. So, my sister and my niece came over the night before and they helped prep, some of the food. And then helped me get out all of my platters and things that I was going to need. And, anyway, we visited and, you know, goofed off. And this goes on a different day. This was me FaceTiming with baby M. And, anyway, so that was a big help. And then my niece helped, you know, clean up and just kind of get last minute, like, vacuum and stuff like that. And, how in the world is that side crooked? Oh, because I cut it. That's why. I thought it was the edge of the paper. Okay. That side made it. Oh, did you notice my bunny slippers by any chance? I didn't have shoes on. I barely went and changed shirts so that, you know, because I had been cooking in my tank top and apron. And it was not chilly. That was, I guess some people were dressed in long sleeves, but I was hot. So, where did this one? Here we go. We cut this one down. And, anyway, I did have a couple of little incidences, but nothing major. The food all went fine. Cooking went fine. I cooked the ham slow and, low and slow then all night. And then I got up at 6 and put in Tom the turkey. And everything was great. And I went outside to give the girls a snack. The girls are my chickens. If you're new here, I have a lot of new subscribers in the last few days. If you're new here, welcome. And I'm so grateful and I'm so glad that you're here. But my girls are my chickens, and I went out to feed them, and I went to go scoop a scoop out of the garbage can, a scoop of food out of the garbage can, out of the, the can that we have it in. I fell face first into the can of feed. If you haven't been here or, been watching, I've had a really bad episode of vertigo lately, so I've been really dizzy. Okay, you know what? This requires scissors. The heck with this trimmer. This needs scissors. Straight or not, it needs scissors. Okay. Quit fooling with the trimmer. It's just a turkey. So anyway, yeah, I went head first into it's a plastic garbage can. It's, it's not used for garbage. It's used for chicken feed. So I wasn't injured in garbage food. Chicken food, by the way, does not harm your hair or anything like that. So it still is gray as it was before I went head first into the garbage can. At least it didn't hurt. So I have a couple of, you see, 2 falls. So that was when I was feeding the girls. And then right after this picture, we walked this way, and my husband was going out to, we have a standalone shed. We call it the boat shed. And we have a sidewalk right here that goes into the gate of this fence, into our backyard. And I've been using my walker because I was so unsteady. And so I had my walker, and he went out there, and I went to turn to say something to him, and I turned to my left too fast, and down I went. But at least I went into the grass, which in that section is very soft. So again, I was not hurt. I twisted my ankle, but it was not epic. So yeah, that one, my niece had said when I fell the first time that she saw me anyway. The first fall I had last week or the week before was a header into a dresser. That didn't feel so hot. I had a little knot on my head, but nothing, nothing major. But anyway, the one that I fell into my knees, she was like, that was the most graceful fall I think I've ever seen. Yeah, this one wasn't so graceful. This one was a tumble. I mean, I tumbled. And so, anyway, I'm going to cut this smaller one out. And again, I apologize for not doing this ahead of time, but I was trying to get this all done, and I almost was about to lose my opportunity to make a video. So I just went ahead and decided to turn on the camera, and I figured I would just chit-chat with you and catch up with you, and, tell you what all transpired and how my Thanksgiving went. I hope that, for those of you who celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope yours went well and was safe and enjoyable, and that you had lots of food and fun and family around and somebody to share it with. I know some people I have an aunt that lives here, and she and her husband, we invite them, but they choose to do their own thing. And so, I wish that they would come to ours, and they did, but it's getting harder for them to get out, and so I understand that. Okay, so I'm going to put the smaller one here. It's going to be actually attached to that thing because I fell right after that picture. And then I'll put the other one with the chickens. So, I have 5 girls. There's only 4 here, but anyway, they didn't laugh at me or anything. Well, if they did, I couldn't tell. So, okay, back to my dilemma of these pictures not fitting and whatever. I have this, I also have this burgundy, which would fit, which would match. It almost matches too much, if you know what I mean. Let's try this one. This one's already, nope, it's wrong pink. I think I'm going to cut this blue. I like this blue over here. It's a pale, like, duck egg blue. And I think I'm going to cut a 4-inch tag. I think it's already either 7 or 8 inches tall. So I'm just going to cut 4 inches off of it. And I don't know if I'm going to get this page done in this video or not, but we're going to chat and have a good time, and I hope that you're having a good time. And I know that I enjoy just having you here with me in my craft room. And eventually I'm going to decide to make that a permanent tuck spot. Okay, I think I have decided. So I can put, like, I could put this picture here. I think I want, yeah, because that'll stick out. Oh, did you see my bunny slippers? That's what I was going to tell you. Everybody blamed me falling on my bunny because of my bunny slippers, but it didn't have anything to do with bunny slippers. It was, my head was dizzy. So I'm going to put this paper in between here and here so that I can see where to glue it. And because it's a tuck, I'm only putting glue on 2 sides. Let's make sure we have the correct 2 sides, right? So I don't do too many left-sided tucks. So I'm used to gluing the other 2 sides. I don't know why I don't do many left-sided tucks. I guess I put most of them on the right side page. That's weird. Maybe because I'm right-handed. I don't know. I know that felt awkward gluing those 2 sides. And we'll give that a second to dry. And then we'll put this on here with this. And put that in there. Well, we didn't give it very long to dry at all, did we? And somewhere I have a pencil with an eraser. So I have penciled in the number, the day on there. I can erase it now. And I'm going to kind of just half glue this on. Well, let's see. I don't know. Let me give that some thought because it's gonna cover. I don't want to cover her up, but that would work. And I could trim off the bottom. I could drop it down like that and then trim off the bottom. The little red piece doesn't have to be there. That'll work. That will work. And then I can also put more than 1 tag in here. You're not limited to how many tags you have. So that would be nice. I think, oh, that's 4 inches wide as well. I did, however, think about doing, this is just such a cute little strip and I wish it would fit. I'm so sad. I could cut this one off. And then I could fit those 2 on a tip in like that. They just made such a cute little strip, but I kind of messed it up. I could put, I don't know if I need it since I'm doing the other page. Let me do something else too while I'm thinking about it. I was looking for my burgundy Posca marker and I don't know where it is at the moment. So I have my brown one. I don't know if this is going to look good or not, but we're going to try it. I want to do I thought about printing one, and then I had already printed, and I'm like, I'll just draw one. See, I want an arrow like that. And I think I want it colored in. Maybe I don't. Maybe it'll show up better if it's not colored in. I'm afraid it'll blend in with the page too much. So I want to put a little arrow here to notate that you turn the page, right? So just used a little scrap piece of copyweight paper, and I did not let the Posca marker dry long enough. But I want this on here. So, blow on it. There we go. So I want to put this down here somewhere so that I know to turn the page. And that we, that we use 2 pages, right? So we can put stuff directly on this page. I don't want to cover up the whole page, but I could put the turkey here. I could put it on here and cut this and back it, or I could just put it on here and put it as another picture, another tag. And then I could put these pictures on the next page, and the chickens in the fall. What do we think about that? That kind of leaves that blank. I have a couple of smaller journaling spots like this. I could do that. That would still, that would match. And then that would leave. I say that like I'm surprised. I made them so that they would match. And then I just acted like I was surprised they matched. Duh. That's not bad. That gives me a little bit of writing room. Okay, let's turn the page and see how we like this so far. Okay, so we're okay with that. Now let's see what we think about this. So let's eat. Oh, maybe the turkey needs to go on here. Come on, turkey. No, I don't want... I'll take the turkey picture. Where'd you go? There we go. I can take the turkey picture, but I don't want to take that plaid tag because it doesn't match. I mean, it would look weird to have 3 different colored plaids on here. So I think I'm going to, if I use a tag, I was thinking about making a tuck out of this one. But I could just tip this in and then use this as writing room, right? That might be what I do because I don't think I'm going to need another tag. What else do I can move this paper now. I don't need that anymore. And I had thought about cutting out some of these and just placing them randomly wherever. And tip that in. Oh, I have to use, hold on. I have one day a year I can use this washi. Happy Thanksgiving. And then I have a small, and watch me not be able to find it. A small one that says gobble gobble. For real. You're really not. Did you lose it? I don't see it. Well, I can always go back and add that one. But I have a little one that says gobble gobble. It must have fallen out. But I do need to use this one that says Happy Thanksgiving. And of course it does not match. It's more of a brown than this burgundy. But I could put it... Ew. I could put it at the top. And I could glue that on. I could put it at the top of this tag right here. I bet you that would fit like right here. We're not going to get 2 out of it, but we'd get 1 and a part of 1. That would work. We can do that. And then let's go back to this page again. So we need the chickens in the fall down here. We don't have to put that I fell twice, but I'm going to write about it. So I might as well, illustrate it, right? And we don't know if we need another tag over here, so I'm going to let that go off to my side. And then I can put 2 of these as a tip in. And then I have this picture right here. I also have, I did that little thing where you put your thumb on it and it copied just her. So I have just her. And she could be sitting on the Let's Eat. Let me cut her out real quick. The rest of these images go either the day before or the day after or whatever. I also have this camera, which is a printable of Brooke at Recreations by Brooke. And these are her laundry baskets too, but I didn't do laundry on Thanksgiving. So, you know, she could sit, she could just sit right on the page. So that way I don't have to have this bottom one, although it was such a cute idea. But, you know, the best laid plans, right? Now, I was so careful about cutting even borders with the trimmer, and now I'm going to go mess all that up, but that's okay. I could even just staple that in, or I could put her here and kind of tuck something in there. I could do all kinds of things. I might tip it in. So this was us eating. And let me cut this little camera out. I think I want to use it. It's pink. I had there's a green one in her kit. She has these listed on Etsy. It comes with a kit. It's not just cameras. But and I can't remember which kit it's in, but just go to her Etsy. It's Recreations by Brooke. Or I'll tag her YouTube channel in the description box and you can go follow her links. So I think this would go, I would put this up here. That's going to hide my little Happy Thanksgiving thing and my bunny slippers. I want my bunny slippers showing. The fall goes down here. The camera can't go up here. I'm making a mess and I haven't glued anything down yet. Okay, we're definitely gonna have to use the camera with her. Okay, so that's settled. So we don't need these chickens. And I may or may not sprinkle some of these things around. I actually had a ham that was an image of it was a magazine image, but I don't need it at this point. It was not as cute as these printables. So we will... Oh, I know what I'm going to do right now. I'm just going to make that decision. That's going right there. Okay, so we will have at least used it. Okay, come closer because I can't see you. Let me stand up. Okay, that's not even close to straight, but... Well, might be close enough. We'll just do it all the way across. Let's just do it all the way across. It doesn't look too bad with that burgundy. Not as bad as I thought. Oop, don't cut the paper, just the tape. Okay. There we go. Let me see if I can ooch that up just a little bit. Maybe. Okay. So that'll be fun. I think it's this background I just don't like it with. So I can do it across this background too. So that'll be fine. And yeah, I think we're going to have plenty of room. I think we will. So we're going to do this. Put all this in this page. And then we're going to start gluing in stuff. You're like, yay, finally. Woohoo. Glue paper. I have 5,000 of them floating around here. Probably 500. Maybe not quite 5,000. But I do have a bunch. And they're never where I need them. So I'm going to put the day and date up here. And I did not close my glitter glue. That means that's going to dry out. But at least we'll have something stuck down, and we're only 30 minutes in. That's no big deal. But I knew that this one probably was going to need its own video. And then probably what I'll probably do after this is do one more video. I've got a lot of pages to catch up on in here. And I might do one more like catch-up page where I just kind of go through and put stuff. I've got everything on the days. I just don't have everything glued down or, you know, whatever. So, this is card. I actually printed these pictures on cardstock because I wanted those of her as a flip. So, I printed all of them on cardstock. And so that might require some art glitter glue, is what I was trying to say. Okay, so I wanted that to be up here. I don't think I'm going to put a tab or anything on top of that. So we'll do that right about here. And hopefully my art glitter glue didn't dry out in the meantime. Nope. It's just fine. I was really hoping I could do one more day. You know, at least do like the day before. But it's okay. It's all good. But sometimes when you have a lot to put on a page, it takes a while to figure out how you want it, you know, laid out and all that fun stuff. Okay, that works out. And then I'm going to glue this on here. So yeah, if you're new here, I walk with a cane typically these days. Well, the last couple weeks I've been walking with a walker again because, like I said, I've had about a vertigo and I've never had it before and it's really messed me up. And so I have fallen like 8 times, went to the ER, you know, that kind of thing. And so you get the idea. And then I definitely want this one here, so I'm going to glue it there. And there, I made an arrow. And I'm sure that I have a sticker that's an arrow. I'm sure that I have... Oh, you know what? I glued all of it, but I think I want... No, I don't. I was going to say I want it hanging off the page, but no, I really don't. Okay, that works. I didn't want to cover up the turkey. And so that way, I could always write turn page there or something like that. I could tip this in so that if I wanted to add anything else there or write on the back, I could do that. But I don't know that I'm going to need to do that. But I'm going to reserve that right. I have plenty of room that I could add something here and I can write on here. I could add a little... no. I have other journaling spots. Oh, one thing I need is Stickles. Somewhere on this page, I'm going to need Stickles. And I won't be able to do it until the very end of the video. So, let's see. You can help me decide what I want Stickles on. Stickles is Allison at AJ's Inspired Life. It's her item of the month. So, if you have not found Allison at AJ's Inspired Life, go over there. You will enjoy her channel. And let me finish cutting her out so that I can see where I want her. I'm not sure if she's going to sit like I think she's going to sit on top of something until I actually cut her all the way out. But I just did it because I had room on the page. When I print, I use the Print to Size app. And I like to fill up I use a, just 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. And I like to fill it up. So I thought this would be fun to have her separate from the tree and the rest of the picture. Just sitting here chilling with her little ornament, thinking it's an apple probably. No, she's only 10 months old. But she eats everything. They have not, I mean, she eats baby food too, but she eats people food. She loved the mashed potatoes and the macaroni and, you know, all the soft stuff. But she's got a bunch of teeth to be her age. She's got most all of her front teeth. And she was trying to bite these little, she figured out she could pull the hook. Well, she pulled it off the tree and the hook stayed on the tree. We made sure she didn't have the hook. And she was trying to bite the little piece off. She has a bow in her hair and I can't, it's kind of an off-white bow and I can't really tell where it is and the background is. So anyway, but they made sure, obviously made sure she didn't choke on them. See, I was thinking she could sit right there. It says, let's eat. Oh, she's going to hide it, though. Let's see. We might have to... Oh, that's precious. Okay, so this might not be a tip in that. Well, we could... The only thing we'd have to glue is her foot right here. And then we could glue her back foot there. And she could be part of the tip in. And then we could put... Where'd the picture of the turkey go? Right here. Put him up here. Like that. The tip-ins don't have to go on the edge. They can go wherever we want them to go. So we could put that here. And we could even... I would probably tip it in here. If we were going to do that. Let's see. Would we change the way we do that? This foot looks better. That's just funny. That's just funny right there. Okay. So that has all kind of possibilities. We may not use the camera. I don't know. And I can't. Where'd that punch go? Okay, here we go. There we go. We got it. I feel still a little discombobulated. I got really dizzy earlier. And got actually kind of jittery. And because I started to make this video about an hour or so ago. And I had to go lay down. I was printing all my pictures and doing all my things. And I'm not sure what was wrong. Other than maybe just that I got dizzy. And it just takes me a little while to get my bearings back. When I get dizzy, I looked up at something. And looking up, looking down, bending over are the things that really get me. Or if I'm laying down, rolling from side to side, get me. Like, boom, instantly. It's like the peak at the roller coaster when you're starting to drop. That's what my stomach feels like. So I'm probably going to put that down here like that. And then she'll tip in right here. And then I'm not sure what to do with the rest of these pictures. They can just go on another tag in somewhere. But, because see, we have that. That's where that picture came from. But it's just such a sweet picture. And then that was just, that's really the one that needs to go here. So if I tip this in, I may put this picture like right here. Under the turkey. Okay, so I want to glue... Let me trim up this foot just a hair. It just kind of looks funny. Okay, there we go. Because now that that's going to be the one sticking out, I'm going to put some glue on the back side of this foot and on the front side of this foot. This is my great niece, if you didn't know who this is. But she's got my heart, that's for sure. Okay, she's going to make a cute tip in. We're going to use, let's see, I'm going to use some clear tape first. So I guess the turkey, if we put her over here, maybe the turkey goes here. Or let's put the turkey here and put her here. Now I wish I hadn't done those out of cardstock. Because they're not wanting to... We'll just peek her out from behind there. And then we'll put the turkey there. But this is far enough over because otherwise it's going to poke out too much. because this hump in this book right here is pretty massive. So let's put some clear tape down first and secure it in. Some of you may be here that only do a December daily. There's lots of us in this community that do daily journaling all year long. And so, but I know that some of you found me through my making my December daily journal. And yeah, we do this all year. So it's just kind of documenting your life, you know, in pictures or illustrations like these. Some of my illustrations I draw, some of them I get offline. And let me go ahead and do the same thing over here with her, like this. I can even overlap that washi a little bit. Put it in. I don't want to overlap the picture though. And like this. And it's the same concept. You use what you have from the day. I didn't go anywhere, and I'm not going to use a turkey wrapper in my journal. That's gross. So that wasn't going to wash that. Oh, I do have the tag from the turkey. He was 27 point something pounds. He was a big guy. He was hard to lift too. I do have that. I don't have it in here. It's in my drawer in my kitchen. And so I will come back and put him in somewhere. I'll probably staple him onto the top or something like that. Okay, so we're going to put some washi down. Sure wish I could find my gobble, gobble, gobble. And it goes with this one. It must have just fallen out. But what do we want? I don't want gold plaid. I like this one on this side. Oh, here we go. Right here. Grateful, thankful, blessed. Yes. Let's use this one. I have it in orange and black, but I like this kind of, what color would this be? Kind of like a burnt sienna maybe, or, yeah, you get the idea. Might not look the best on this side, but I'm using it anyway. Did not cut that. Oh, I did, actually. I was going to say I didn't cut it straight, but I did cut it pretty straight. There we go. I'll have to bring that one all the way down to the bottom. Okay. So we have that little tip in right there. I think that's pretty interactive and fun. And then we have this one up here that we need washi for, and then I can get this washi basket out of my way. And when I find my gobble gobble, I'll just come back in and add it here and there. I don't have to add it anywhere, It's a real thin washi, so it's not like it's going to really hold anything down. It's just for look, so I'll just decorate it. Or decorate with it. And there we go. Let's get that one where it'll lay flat. I could trim that edge up if I really wanted to, but I'm not that worried about it. And then I'll move that out of the way right so I can, for the moment, I'm going to kind of interweave these together. So it's always a challenge figuring out which one you want to glue down first. I think I'm going to glue the chickens down first. Ooh, I left both glues open. What is wrong with my head today? Well, I told y'all I was a little... Okay, I'm not going to stick this down all the way, though, until I get this on here. And then, you know what I didn't end up using anywhere is those little cutouts from the Scrappy Wife. But I can always sprinkle them on here somewhere. Okay, so turkey needs to go. I think we're going to put the turkey right here. Or, I hate that that one's not laying down right. Okay, I'm done with the glue stick because these are cardstock. I'm going to use our glitter glue. And what else did we have over here? Did I need another picture? I could put this picture right here. Like, oh no, I don't want to cover up the turkey. She is a turkey. That's just an extra picture. So, yeah, I think I do want the turkey here. It does say let's eat. So we might as well make the turkey front and center. And then, like, the talk turkey to me. Oh, that's cute. Except the back side of it won't be cute. And I didn't cover it. And I didn't think about it. And it's too late to fool with that. The only other thing would be I don't have a lot of journaling space. So I could put this here. This is one of my little notepads. They come in a variety of sizes. I could put that here. That fits perfectly. Oh, it fits right here too. Okay, so I won't worry about it too much. We're going to put this one back here because we already know she's a eater. Girl loves her food now. She loves her food. And they were like, she already ate. But she's steady opening that mouth like a little baby bird. She's a chunky monk. But anyway, we had a really good time. We had a really good Thanksgiving. We had a good family. I mean, a good family time. Good family too, but you know what I meant. Okay, so was I gonna do that here and this here or this here? Yeah, I like this here and this here. Okay, so we'll do that. Look, we're making decisions. Yay. Oh, I have something else I was tempted to use. Okay, I'm going to scoot this over. Our glitter glue doesn't give you very much time to think. But I scooted it over towards... I'm trying to get it off this bend. Now I'm trying to straighten it. Okay. Because I didn't want it to stick up. I'm getting to the end of the book and it's getting... This is getting... That hump is growing rapidly. And I'm not even done. I've got a lot of back pages I need to go back and do. So I'm going to put this here. Oh, I got glue all over it. Yay. Yay me. Okay, so that's kind of cute. What do you think of that? And then we have approximately... do I want this here since I used that there? I'm not sure. Yeah, that definitely doesn't fit. Okay, give up on that. And I do have, like I have this. Oh, I have to stickle something. Oh, that's what I was telling you. Okay, so Allison's item of the month. Every month every month she puts out a new item of, she randomly draws an item in her stash, like a craft supply or a craft tool or something like that. And challenges herself to use it and invites you to play along. This month it's Stickles. Last month was clusters. And in December it's going to be scraps. So that will be easy. But see, I could use this one. This one I made too. This one came in my sweater weather kit in my Etsy shop. This one's a little small, I think. Oh, but wait. We could have We have a ham to go with that. And I could glaze the ham with Stickles. Y'all, look. And we could have had the turkey on this page because we have the turkey on the other page. I put pineapple rings and stuff on my, I didn't do the cherries in the middle, but I do the pineapple rings on my ham. And drizzle the pineapple juice over it. And I do that. That makes the page look a little fuller. I didn't want to cover all of the stuff, you know what I mean? Because it had its own pretty stuff on it. And, I mean, we've got gravy. We've got a turkey. I do like the glaze and the ham idea. I may go back on my own and sprinkle in some of these other... I wanted to use the mashed potatoes because that's what she's eating with that big old spatula or shovel. It's a big serving spoon. And that's... we were cleaning up and divvying it out, and she sat her on my island and just let she open her mouth like she wanted to eat. But we even have cranberry sauce, and sweet potato casserole is what I wanted. But I think I like this idea. And then glazing, I'll put some clear Stickles over the ham. And that will give it, like, well, obviously a glazed look. Was that where I wanted it? Close enough. Close enough. And she just had such cute printables. And you can use them, you know, on other days. Actually, I could have used the ham on the day before, because I actually cooked the ham and prepped it the night before. So, darn, I already got it glued down. I was going to say I probably should have changed that out. Oh well, it's done. So we're going to stickle that. I'm going to do that with, let's see, I did, in a video, I did a swatching of my Stickles at the beginning of the month and my Nouveau drops. And I probably would use the diamond or maybe the crystal. So let's see, that's clear number 1. That has too much blue in it. Here's my box of Stickles. Crystal, here's crystal. Or, wait, I could use more like a yellow or a bronze. No, I have gold, I don't have a bronze. I have a bronze in Nouveau drops, but I don't have a bronze in Stickles. That fruit punch would probably look good with it. What do you think? Well, the clear will bring out and this is going to take forever to dry, and I don't know if I'm done working in my journal for the night. So, I don't know if I want to do this just yet. Yeah, why not? Let's just do it. We have time. I'll put it on thin. So, we're giving the ham a glaze. And that'll be my Stickles. Isn't that pretty? That's a little thick right there. Let's thin that out, or it'll take forever to dry. There. And then it'll dry just shimmery. And there, oh, it sparkles. It's so pretty. Can you see the glitter? Let me hold it up to the light so you can see the sparkle and the glaze of the ham. So, yeah, I think we have everything, other than I was going to put the Happy Thanksgiving tape. See, if I don't stop, I'll end up setting something right down on that Stickles. So, I'm going to come back later and put the Happy Thanksgiving across here. This Happy Thanksgiving tape. Well, I guess I'm going to do it now. I'm going to do... I can get 2 on there. I'm going to kind of center them like that. Does that hanging over? Yeah. I can't tell from here. There we go. That looks pretty good. Okay, and then I want to cut it right where it goes in the center, and then I'll trim it on this edge right here. And we didn't stick anything in the Stickles. Yay, go me. And then there we go. Oh, it says happy. That worked out perfectly. Couldn't have been more perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. I know this was a long video for one page, but it technically was 2 pages. See, okay, don't do the Stickles. I could go back and on this page stickle the red ornament that she's holding. That'll have to wait until the other side dries, but anyway, I can write on the back of this. I can write on the back of this. I can write on here, technically speaking. And I could write, that's a little dark, but I could write on there. I've got that spot and this spot. And then I can always add another tag if I need it. And anyway, like I said, I hope you enjoyed this. I appreciate you being here. And welcome again to all my, if you're new, and welcome back if you've been here with me. And I appreciate you hanging out with me. And yeah, long goodbyes, my thing. So y'all have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.